Have you ever used public transport before? Whether it be in bus, vehicle trip, we all have visit in our life. They are very fairly cheap and you can get to your destination without thinking about the parking or the cost to get there. The public transport in general has always been a medium for society to travel over the past decades. In cities and towns across the world, public transportation plays an important role in the life of residents and visitors alike. These vehicles can be used within a city or to link cities in order to save unnecessary walking time and provide an alternative to driving. As we all know, nowadays, in our modern generation, as technology is in developing itself and population is increasing day by day, and we can see that transportation also evolve and the number of transportation is rising every day in many places around the world. This rising number of private vehicles tends to be the cause to the problem and impact that humanity is dealing with almost every day in our daily life. Hi, and a very good day to my beloved lecturer, Ms. Jacinta. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Nur Anis Aman and I'm from class BA18. So for today, I'm going to be talking about my topic, which is the importance of use public transport, and proceed every single one of you to do so by the time I finish. So this speech will be distributed into three main points. The first one is to reduce traffic congestion. Second is to reduce household expenses, and the last 3 point is to reduce environment greenhouse gas emission. Okay, nowadays, every single day we will receive news about road accidents, injuries, and traffic congestion. The law said that an effective public transport network was the best way to reduce road accidents, injuries, and traffic congestions. So I figured this will be a very great topic to share with all of you. That is why I have chosen this one topic specifically. So, starting with my first main point, we should use public transportation often as it can reduce the traffic congestion. Talking from perspective of data collected from TomTom.com website for Kuala Lumpur traffic report, an average of the 37% congestion rate occurred in 2019 in Kuala Lumpur. That is the amount that increased by 1% from the previous year, 2018. Most of the congestion occur in the morning and evening, where 63% from the morning rush occur from people who rushing to go to work, while 84% from the evening rush occur when people go back from their work. Viewing from the larger perspective, public transportation has resulted in reduction of 865 million hours of travel time. From my perspective point of view, the more the usage of frame of vehicle, the higher the number of traffic congestion due to the zoom of vehicles on the road. So if people are continuing to use their own vehicles instead of public transportation, it will cause to an increase in the number of vehicles on the road and directly result to a congestion. However, the effect of the congestion can be solved by reducing the number of vehicles on the road. Having the number of less vehicles produced on the road will smoothen and improve the traffic flow on the road that leads to the advantage for our frontliners and image vehicles, such as ambulance and police. For example, we can see that if the congestion is reduced, ambulance can arrive faster from hospital to a patient's house and does not have to take a lot of time to arrive, as there will be less traffic congestion and good flow of traffic on the road. Moving on to the second point, which is we should use public transportation for the benefit for all communities, as for the reference to the data collected from Bureau of Labour Statistics, BLS, published via research data, and the data from customer spending survey shows an average household saving of about $3,500 will be realized for each reduced car and spending on costs associated to private car alone. So we can see that we can save a lot of money and spending to multiple times the money that we use for driving, like private vehicle. The use of private vehicle will require an expensive amount of money for maintenance and other extra charges, like you have to pay for toll when you are on the road. Okay, based on another collected data from National Travel Survey of 2003, it shows that approximately 60% of household spending went for paying necessary items such as food, lodging, income tax, and transportation. All the costs related to using private vehicle can be used for other purposes, such as for household groceries, utility and bills, and other significant spending that are important in our life instead of using it for private vehicles. Why would we like to spend so much money on vehicles when we can save a lot of money if we use public transport? Therefore, it is very important for us, the commuters and users of transportation, to use public transportation instead of using private transportation. We can save a lot of our spending and change our spending habits through utilizing public transport and cut costs on the necessary spending in using average vehicles. Okay, the last important point of public transport is that it can reduce greenhouse gas emission. As we all generally know, greenhouse gases is one of the leading factors to a global warming. So what is global warming? Global warming is the increase of the temperature that could cause a lot of harm to our nature or to living creatures such as animal and human. Proof of the research taken from the Conserve Energy Future, it is stated that it will take us 3 to 8% to cut half of the emission to using the public transport compared to one individual who use private vehicle. The research explained that we can reduce the emission of greenhouse gases to the environment if we contribute to each other, if we work together as a team to reduce the greenhouse gases and save our environment. Emission of gases to the atmosphere will decrease as people move from using private vehicles towards the public transportation. By using public transportation, it can directly and indirectly relate to other issues, whether positive or negative. Looks like we have come to a conclusion. To recap all the importance and benefits of public transport that being highlighted is that to reduce the traffic congestion, to reduce the household expenses, and also to reduce the environment greenhouse gas emission. All the importance stated that are related directly to environment and also to the society itself. So, if you really care about our environment and our society, I suggest we take a move together to change the traffic condition by using the public transportation. I really hope that you really understand the importance of the public transport that I have been described. Thank you and have a good day.